Number 10, Jeff Teague, age of 29. So Jeff Teague, point guard of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Finally, we're going to get into the NBA. We're going to finish this off, um, so they can just start playing the rest of their games, of course. And at least I got this all done. Finally got the NHL done. Gonna get the NBA done, and you're looking at me gonna get the MLB done, because thank goodness I will have a lot of time for that. Because the season is pretty much over in terms of regular season ball. World Series is still going on, but I'll have a while to do it, which I'm very excited for. And then I'm gonna do those all-time teams for NFL still. That doesn't interfere with the season at all, so I'm gonna do that. And on top of that, start doing my album reviews. So sports will be a no-go for a bit, which is nice. I definitely think I need the break for that, so I'm excited. Just let sports play out and start rating them later. Anyway, let's try to get this done. Jeff Teague at number 10. He's coming in solid, because really I've been a fan of Jeff Teague for a while. He really did showcase his talent out there in Atlanta. Moving up to Indiana, and now he just signed a 3-year, I believe it's 3-year, $57 million contract with the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think he's very underrated, in my opinion, in the league, and also a guy that people don't realize, like, he's part of the Timberwolves. He's part of that Jimmy Butler, Wiggins, and Cat kind of deal there. So in my opinion, you're definitely overlooking the fact that he's a big piece to where they go in terms of success. And he definitely was never a star in a team, but he's pretty impactful. He can definitely play with the best of them. He can be a great passer. He's a great stealer. Like, he's good. He's definitely an asset, a very big asset to teams, and it's shown where he's his impact has really brought him to a playoff berth. So I think it's very important to understand that his impact is pretty big. So anyway, let's take a look at his past year of being there in Indiana. You're looking at, he played and started all 82 games. He had 32.4 minutes a game. He had a 44.2 field goal percentage, as well as a 35.7 3-point percentage. So really not bad at all. Now, free throw wise, he was an 86.7 free throw percentage. He's always been around that range in the 80s. Also having 4 rebounds a game, 7.8 assists, 1.2 steals, 0.4 blocks, 2 personal fouls a game, and 15.3 points a game. Not bad. It's really not terrible. So, like I said, very underrated guy. Definitely, he doesn't get looked as much as he should. And you're looking at the games that he played with Indiana, those four games there. He had 35.5 minutes per game. He had 48.9 field goal percentage. He had a 52.9 3-point percentage. He had a free throw percentage of 83.3%. He also had 3.3 rebounds, 6.3 assists, 1 steal, 0.8 blocks, and 17 points a game, along with 3 personal fouls a game. So, I mean, that's overall just, fantastic. I think he did a really good job. Unfortunately, no, he's not an all-star this past year, but he was one of pretty much the top guy to be there in terms of games he played. 82, all 82. He's a reliable guy, and so what I'm definitely seeing is that he's just going to be continuously reliable for this Timberwolves team, and great pickup for them in Minnesota's part. Terrible part for losing him in Indiana, because they've already lost Paul George, so it's that's not great for them. But Minnesota, they definitely got a really underrated point guard. Number 9, Eric Bledsoe, age of 27. Overall, Phoenix Sun point guard right now, as of right now. Being injured, it's not great, but you're looking at a guy that really is a fantastic offensive weapon on a very young Suns team, which I believe you take him out. I think if you put him in a different place, put him in a contending team, like, I would say if you put him as a shooting guard in a setting of let's say the OKC Thunder, that's a dangerous team. That's a dangerous lineup. That's like NBA Finals worthy kind of lineup. You know what I mean? So overall, that's that's gonna hit hard to see him not really get much playoff success in there, unless he would to be traded. Because right now he's got 2 years, $28 million left in his Phoenix Sun contract, and the Suns, as of right now, they're just really young. I don't know where they're gonna go. You know, maybe they go, maybe they turn around and stuff. But I mean, this is definitely, it's early in the season, but it just doesn't look like a Suns team that can actually make it deep in the playoffs, of course. And I know Bledsoe's talent, I'd love to see him in the finals. That'd be unbelievable. But there's a lot of players I'd like to see in the finals. But yeah, Eric Bledsoe, just, you're going to see Kentucky alum a lot, that's for sure. Just too many to just show you, but there's a lot in the top 10 that are just fantastic. Anyway, big thing with him, I love him, great dude, but a big thing with him, he's got to stay healthy. If he stays healthy, then yes, okay, I think he can definitely get higher, but he needs to stay healthy for me to honestly put him higher on the list, and he needs to just improve all around. But let's just take a look at what he's got right now, as of right now, this past year. Played and started 66 games. He had 33 minutes per game. He had a 43.4 field goal percentage, 33.5 three-point percentage, and a 84.7 free throw percentage. He also had 4.8 rebounds, 6.3 assists, 1.4 steals, 0.5 blocks, 2.5 personal fouls a game, pretty much, and 21.1 points a game. Overall, pretty solid, good numbers. Again, he hasn't been in the playoffs for a while, ever since being a Clipper. So, as a Sun, he's just trying to find his rhythm. Maybe he can get to the playoffs. I don't know. All I know is, no, he has not gone to be an all-star at all, anything recognition-wise. Not really since a rookie year, but he should be in the all-star game. He's definitely one of those underrated guys. Like I said, another underrated player. I just see more potential out of him than Jeff Teague because he's younger, but, like I said, we had to see the season roll through. I do believe Eric Bledsoe, though, could end up being just really valuable to the Suns if they have any sort of, bound to the playoffs, or even NBA Finals worthy if he gets traded anywhere else that's contending. Number 8, Mike Conley Jr., age of 30. So this is actually one of my favorite NBA players actually in the league. He is definitely one of my top 10 favorite guys to just watch, to admire. Mike Conley, I just love him. Being loyal with the Memphis Grizzlies. Again, when you get paid a lot, you're also going to be very loyal to them. You're looking at, he had a very lucrative contract, 5 years, worth $152 million. Excuse me, sorry, $152.6 million. I mean, that was someone else. But right now he's got 4 years left, worth $122.09 million. Still a lot of money. So overall, I mean, he's one of the highest paid players in the NBA, and rightfully so. It's just him and Marc Gasol, fantastic together. Definitely would like to see Memphis kind of grow and get better. But as of right now, Marc and Conley, those are the two superstars on the team. Other than that, this isn't a team that can definitely go really far conference final wise like they did before. So they're aging in some departments. So they're gonna have to figure it out, of course. Mike Conley, again, he's still got some time. Just break it down really quick for you. What he did this past year, you're looking at 69 played, 68 started. He had 33.2 minutes a game. He had a 46 field goal percentage. He had a 40.8 three-point percentage. He also had a 85.9 free throw percentage, with 3.5 rebounds a game, 6.3 assists per game, 1.3 steals, 0.3 blocks, 1.8 personal fouls a game, and average of 20.5 points a game. So very, very nice. Now, again, it's been a very important piece to the playoff success of the Memphis Grizzlies getting there. And this year they went to a 6-game series. In the first round they lost, but for him, he played 37.3 minutes a game, so almost the entire game. He had 48.5 field goal percentage, 44.7 3-point percentage, as well as an 83.8 free throw percentage. So pretty nice. He also had 3.3 rebounds a game, 7 assists, 1.7 steals, 0.5 blocks, personal fouls at 1.8, and 24.7 points per game. So he was rocking it, man. He was literally being that leader-esque kind of guy, trying to put him on his back. But there's nothing much you can do. You really do need more guys to make a championship. So, if you think that 1 or 2 players are going to make a title, gotta guess again, man. You need a lot of people to win it. You need a team, and that's what people, I think, distinguish basketball as. It's 1 or 2 guys, and I feel like people don't understand. It's still a team sport, as much as football is a team sport, basketball is a team sport. And so if you're not having that best night, but you have a fantastic bench or fantastic role players around there, you're gonna win games because you have the depth to do it. Don't always credit the superstars for doing absolutely everything. I feel like most of the time that's what happens. You gotta credit the role players and the guys that also got you there. It's a team. So it's not Mike Conley and the Grizzlies, it's the Memphis Grizzlies. So success, Mike Conley has done a great job, but it is a team, just like with anything. It's not Kevin Durant and the Warriors, it's the Golden State Warriors. So anyway, number 8, Mike Conley. Number 7, Isaiah Thomas, age of 28. So the now Cleveland Cavalier has a 1-year, $6.75 million contract. So in turn, in honesty, Cleveland could have won this trade in terms of, first of all, Isaiah Thomas will be out for a while because of his hip surgery, but the reason I really like this is because they don't really have, in terms of a long-term thing, in case he doesn't do what he has done in Boston, which he has done in the league, which people really underappreciate him for. And I think it's terrible to underappreciate what he's done. First of all, I'm a Celtic fan, so I'm actually very disappointed. I am very disappointed with us trading him because he's a fantastic player. He's legitimately a fantastic player. It's just the problem with how they treated him after the end, like just, trading him away to Cleveland for Kyrie. I understand. Kyrie's a fantastic point guard. Like, you'll see, like, he's definitely not in this list. He's going to be higher. He's in the top 5. So, like, he's up there, right? But, I mean, you're just looking at a guy that's like holy shit, like, this guy was good. This guy was fourth quarter magic, and this guy led a lot of wins to a Celtic team that didn't get to the second seed, got first seed in the East. So, along with players that are very well unknown, pretty much, very young guys, and he did it. He was a great leader. He was a great captain. It was fantastic. So, in my opinion, looking at what he did, I mean, you're taking a look at what he did. Let's just take a look at what he did, because he was an MVP candidate for sure. I mean, you're looking at 76 games he played, 76 he started, 33.8 minutes a game, 46.3 field goal percentage, 37.9 3-point percentage, and as well as a 90.9 free throw percentage. He also had 2.7 rebounds, 5.9 assists, 0.9 steals, 0.2 blocks, 2.2 personal fouls a game, and combined 28.9 points a game. Overall, fantastic to have him in Cleveland. I think LeBron will be happy to have him because he's another scorer. He's a selfless player, and he wants to win, and I think he can definitely benefit there. I mean, just looking at what he did for that Celtics team in the 15 games that they played, we all know they went to the conference finals, lost to the Cavs pretty bad. But you're looking at 34.7 minutes a game. Also had a 42.5 field goal percentage, 33.3 3-point percentage, as well as an 82 free throw percentage. He had 3.1 rebounds a game, 6.7 assists, 0.9 steals, 0.1 blocks, 2.3 personal fouls, and 23.3 points a game. So overall, fantastic at what he did. Earned him a All-Star for the second straight year. So that was very, very nice to see. He also got an All-NBA second team this past year, and yeah, he was definitely on the list for MVP candidacy. And he's just a fantastic point guard with just still a lot of potential. Can't wait to see him back out there from his surgery, and I know he's going to win Cleveland some ball games. Number 6, Chris Paul, age 32. The now Houston Rocket. Again, this was a fantastic off-season free agency. Not really free agency, off-season of trades. It was just all over the place. It was fun to watch for sure. I would say for some teams. For me as a fan, it was fantastic. For teams, for fans of teams, not great at times, but also awesome at the same time. For the Houston Rockets, they got a Hall of Fame point guard pretty much in Chris Paul, a guy that's going to be very valuable, a guy that him and James Harden can definitely ruin some things. Let me tell you, like, they can definitely bring some teams down. And honestly, this is definitely a fantastic thing they got going. I think they got a great team alongside, Harden and Paul. I think they have the capability of going to the finals. They definitely should be up there for contenders for sure, along with some other major Western Conference teams out there. Right now he's suffering from an injury, Paul, for a while. He'll be out for, I think, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I'm not sure. But once he's back, I guarantee it, he's going to still be the same point guard he is, Hall of Famer. Not top 5 anymore, though, for me, because of his decline, everything. He's declining from age. That's just the truth from what I see. It's just his age is just catching up to him. He's definitely not the same player. He's definitely going to downgrade even more every single year, and the players that I got are just way faster, way quicker, way younger. So, a now 30-plus-year-old Chris Paul, which used to be freaking fast, is now not as fast. Not as, he's still going to be great, still going to be smart, but I think he's going to be more smarter than athletic right now. Definitely work with his brains more. Looking at, we all know his trade in June, going from, Houston to LA. That was something for sure. I don't think the Clippers will be liking him too much. You're looking at a 1-year, $21.47 million contract for him. So we'll see if they sign him back up. That's definitely going to be one of those key, like, what are we going to do kind of moments for Houston after this year, though. So I'm pretty sure they're key on winning, of course, and then be a championship before even resigning anyone. So anyway, let's take a look at what he did this past year. Again, health has been an issue for him in the past. Looking at 61 games he played and started. He had 31.5 minutes. He also had 47.6 field goal percentage, 41.1 3-point percentage, and a 89.2 free throw percentage. He had 5 rebounds. He had 9.2 assists. He had 2 steals, 0.1 blocks, 2.4 personal fouls a game, and 18.1 points a game. Again, fantastic at stealing. It's just fantastic. All right, now. Okay, now. Sorry about that. In the playoffs, he had played 7 games, and he had 37.1 minutes a game. He had 49.6 field goal percentage. He had a 36.8 3-point percentage, as well as an 87.9 free throw percentage, with 5 rebounds, 9.9 assists, 1.7 steals, 0.1 block, 3.4 personal fouls a game, and 25.3 points a game. Overall, he's always pretty good in the playoffs. He really is. I really would like him to have a shot at winning the NBA title, if you know what I mean. So, we'll see if that happens, but, like I said, I just really want to see him win something, and again, you're looking at he's won countless awards. Did not make it to the All-Star this past year, which is, it's kind of sad, but, he made the all-defensive first team, so that's something that, honestly, good for him. Was not in the MVP candidacy, unfortunately, but, you're looking at a guy that won, once again, the all-defensive player, so really nice. A guy that's won it 9 times, winning 1 this past year. Fantastic. And I see nothing but a pretty good season from Chris Paul. So I don't see him going too far down, just right now his level of play is not as fast, it's not as better as some of these other guys in the top 5.